Hello there, everybody. This is General Snivy, and welcome back to more of the God of War playthrough. In today's session, we're more than likely going to be finishing up the main adventure completely. Though I'm not labeling this as the final session, at least not yet. I want to see how fast we'll be able to complete the main quest, and depending on how fast we complete it, we may actually finish up the game in its entirety. We'll see. We'll most definitely see as we make our way through the remainder of God of War. So with that in mind, let us begin. Let's get things started and finish things up nice and quick. So last time we learned a little bit more about Kratos' past, how he came to be. Not only that, but we've also acquired some new weapons, some new abilities, and overall became that much more of a power-wielding mortal who will soon become a god. Epic foreshadowing, let me tell you. Not only that, but we also obtained all the Gorgon eyes in the entire game, and we're right now working on Phoenix feathers. Hello, who are you? A Naiad, the child of Poseidon, may have drowned longing for her embrace. I don't know what that's all about, but I'm guessing that's supposed to be foreshadowing something. Regardless, I think it's supposed to be a ghost to represent something from a Poseidon's past or something. I have no idea. Anyway, it's a carving of Lord Poseidon, ruler of the seas. That's nice. Let's destroy it. If we can. Then again, okay, we just go this way. That makes more sense now. Ooh, another one. Another child who seems to be lost at sea. Can I speak to her, please? Pleasing the Naiads have been known to yield magical gifts. I wonder what those magical gifts are. It sounds kind of mysterious, and I want to go this way first to see what I can find over here. Well, looks like we have a bit of a hidden area over here. It doesn't look like there's much of anything of major importance here. I guess it's just an air pocket for those curious. Okay, I think I see what we have to do here. I want to see what's on the other side first before I proceed. I have a feeling that over here I'll find something good. Oh, hi. Okay, this is unexpected. Ow, that hurt. Good night. Man, I love doing that so much. Goodbye. Have a nice acupuncture. It'll help alleviate the pain. It'll make things so much better for you. Trust me. One thing's for sure, I'm definitely glad that the circle prompt does deal a bit of damage against these guys that are here. Although I kind of wonder if, why is it that the electricity doesn't conduct on the water here? Why is it that you know what? Never mind. Usually if you use something like electricity on water, you would deal additional damage because it's because enemies are on the water, and you know what, I don't even know what I'm saying anymore, but regardless, it's a bit of an oddity how it doesn't increase your electrical base damage. Okay, so coming over here Excuse me. Coming over here definitely was worth my time and effort, for sure. Alright, let's deal with this next room here. This room is a death trap, quite literally. So what we need to do here is swim as fast as possible. And we can only do this by charging and swimming over and over again. If you're too slow, you will be impaled and you will die instantly. It's just that big of a death trap. So that's definitely not a fun time. Kratos is not in need of acupuncture, that's for sure. Only everyone else needs it, at least as of right now. Hello. I figured there'd be something over here. Always good to find some extra red orbs. And I'm pretty sure this is another one too. Yes, it is. Sweet. Okay. Oh, hello. Looks like we have another deadly battle arena trap of sorts. Fantastic. Too bad I wasted all my magic before, earlier on in the area. But hey, at least we get more epic music as we're charging in like a raging bull. Man, I love this song. And this, oddly enough, plays a couple of times throughout the course of the game. This song, believe it or not, is one of my favorites in the entire God of War soundtrack. As far as which one's my favorite, this one may be it. Good night. Who needs magic when you got your fists and also a lot of swords ready to just take names and kick ass? Good night. Man, I love that parry attack. So good. I think you can get that attack at level 4 for the Blades of Chaos. I could be wrong. Okay, kind of surprised you didn't get hit there. Ooh, man, that was sweet. And I'm just mashing buttons. It's not like I memorize every single combo that I have up my arsenal. Granted, sometimes I do take a look at my combo list to get a refresher on certain abilities. But for the most part, I just mash buttons, because that's just the way I like to play. Of course, everyone has their own preferences and their way of playing the game. Okay. Well, that was definitely a fun little booby trap. But hey. Okay. I think we're almost done here. Almost done with this dungeon. Okay. So, that lever activated the door of Poseidon that was previously closed. Honestly, I kind of thought that I would have to destroy the statue, but no, that was not the case. Also, yeah, you do have to go back through this room again, so again, move. As you do not have a whole lot of time to get through the room. Thankfully, the traps disengage after you make it across one area versus the other side. Just saying. Alright, where to now? I think the answer is pretty obvious. Ooh, a save point underwater. You don't really see too many of these, that's for sure. In fact, I think that's the first and only one that I know of that's in God of War. Excuse me. I could be wrong. Okay, what do we got over here? A couple of different ways we can go. Let's try over here first. Pleasing the naiads have been known to yield magical gifts. I know that for a fact. I still don't quite understand what it means by pleasing them. I don't think that they award you with phoenix feathers or anything like that. Speaking of which, now I'm kind of concerned about a couple of that I've seen earlier. It's worth going back. Wow. Okay. Looks like we have enough enough red orbs to upgrade something. As far as what I'm looking to upgrade, I think I'm going to go ahead and upgrade Poseidon's Rage. It may not be the cheapest, but I have just barely enough to meet the upgrade requirements. And again, you don't have to pour all your red orbs all in at once. You can pour them in over time and still get the same results. So, that was awesome. Okay, so Poseidon's Rage is now at maximum power at level 3, which is awesome. I love seeing that. I love seeing progress made on abilities such as that. Like I mentioned before, it's probably my favorite ability in the entire game next to one other. Although I think I'm liking Poseidon's Rage more. Just because it has such a huge blast area, it deals a ton of damage, and it's just that frickin' fantastic. Just saying. Okay. I wasn't sure if there was anything up there or not, but again, sometimes it's better to be safe rather than sorry, because you never know if you may accidentally miss something important. Trust me. Missing something important is one of the worst feelings that you can ever have in a game like this. Granted, the game itself is relatively short, as is, but hey! There's no shame in going back for something if you feel like you missed something. Another statue of Lord Poseidon. Whoa, hello. Looks like we have another death trap. Fantastic. Oh, crap baskets. This is going to hurt a lot. Ouch. Well, that stunk. So basically, if you get caught on that wall, it'll push you until you hit the spikes on the other side of the room. So you have to be fast, and also duck underneath these watery alcoves, these holes. Damn it! Dead again. Again, you gotta be fast on this. There is one thing worth mentioning here, and I didn't mention it earlier because I was distracted by some other things. Ow! Okay, that was weird. Why did I receive damage? Okay. What? Again, how am I receiving damage? Oh, man. What is over here? Nothing but walls. Okay. That makes sense. another trap. It's not like this place is, has truly trapped us forevermore. No way. There's always a way out, no matter what. Oh yeah, the thing I wanted to mention earlier is that we recently got ourselves a new follower. The follower was obtained about yesterday. The new follower followed this channel yesterday, and that person is Bumble Tank. So again, thank you very much for the follow, dude. Highly appreciate it, and I hope you enjoy your stay here. Ow. Come on, don't be a bad dude. Bad, Minotaur. You bad. You're a bad, bad boy. And you need to get spanked. Oh, damn. He got decapitated. Wow, that was pretty sweet. I didn't want to waste any magic power just because it was only a couple of enemies, and honestly, they weren't worth the trouble. Now, other enemies that we'll be encountering later on, those are going to be where the real fun begins. Anywho, let's go ahead and get started with this room. Just a series of jumps is all that is really needed here. Oh, just made it. Okay, it appears as though those platforms are timed, and you need to move fast. If you don't move fast enough, you will get murdered. That was close. Alright, let's see what we got in here. We have more red orbs in chest number 1, and number 2, I'm going to guess the Phoenix Feather? No, more red orbs. Okay, I'll take it. Amphitheater, Poseidon's faithful wife, will forever watch over this cursed room. Only she knows the secret way out. Huh. I wonder what that secret way out is. That's kind of peculiar. It's peculiar how only she knows the secret way out. Okay, now I remember this room. You don't necessarily climb up the platforms until you reach the very end of the room. I mean, you can do that for some extra goodies, and honestly, it's well worth the effort to do so. But the actual way out is located underwater. And here it is. Or is it? There it is, on the last platform, too. Alrighty. And once you go down there, there's no getting back out. So, figured I'd throw that out there. Wow, would you look at that? We're back in the very first room. All the way back at the beginning of the Ring of Pandora. Very interesting. And we ended up back in a place like this. Very interesting indeed. Anyway, before we go ahead and move on, we do have a little bit of work to do. Also, this triple triangle combo can also destroy magical shields. So that's nice. Although it's not as fast as the square triangle attack, it's still a pretty good ability to unleash on your enemies though. So that's something to keep in mind. Alright. Like I said, before we move on, there is one more thing that we need to do before we proceed. If you remember in the last play session, we've found both of the moose statue things within this temple. So, what are they used for? To unlock this door. Bada bing, bada boom. And behind this mystical door is some chests, which give you some red orbs. This, I think, restores all your health, judging by the eyes. Zeus bestows you the gift of health. May your enemies tremble before your newly acquired strength. Okay, so, these fountains permanently increase your health without the need of a phoenix feather or gorgon eye. So that's awesome. Okay, so all we need to do now is worry about phoenix feathers, and then we'll be good to go, ladies and gentlemen. So grabbing those moose statue things were definitely worth the effort, that is for sure. While the gods have hidden Pandora's box well, they are not without mercy. Use these magical sands, gifts from the Olympians, to increase your chances of reaching your goal. Thanos Verdes III, chief architect and loyal subject of the gods. Nice. Again, well worth it. As far as what this will do, Zeus bestows you the gift of experience. May your abilities grow beyond the reach of any mortal or beast. So, this gives you a metric ton of red orbs. I think about four units worth, so that's honestly not a bad deal. So that is freaking sweet. Unfortunately, it's still not enough to upgrade any of our abilities further yet, but we will be able to upgrade them further soon enough, trust me. So again, this place is so worth getting into and finding all the moose statues, or moose pieces, as it yields really great rewards that's honestly well worth the trouble. That's for sure, especially for our first playthrough, as that will help increase your health up to its absolute maximum capacity, along with your magic power too, so that also is sweet. Now then, since all that is finally done and over with, it's time now to get ready for the last major obstacle, which all we have to do from this point is shine the light towards the very center of the room. And I believe this light will be enough to lead the way towards where Pandora's box is located. Then again, it may summon Pandora's box itself. We'll see. We'll most definitely see in just a few short moments. There we go. Whew, man. This sure has been one heck of a frickin' playthrough, that's for certain. Right. Gotta do this now. Okay, that's, there's still, a door that's being blocked towards the center, I think, which I believe is this. So then, door's locked. Still. That makes sense. Again, I think what you can do now, since we have Poseidon's Trident, we can actually climb back into this pool area here, and thus open the door from within, after we climb these stairs. Go. Now, I think I can pull this lever while underwater. Oh, it's a submerged crank. Can't activate it. And I also can't open that door either, which is lame. Skull hollow on the door. Ah, okay, I see. I was like, wait, where do I go? Did I miss something? No, we still have a little bit of a ways to go within this puzzle place. There's still quite a bit of swimming left to do. And oddly enough, this is the most amount of swimming you'll get in the entire game. And that's all right here within, I want to say Paradox, but that's not right. It's Pandora's Temple. Or yeah. Whoa, this looks ominous. It's almost as if we're approaching the gates of hell. Oh my. A big ominous door that usually signifies something big. It's a massive wooden door. There's a lock on the door that has been carved in the shape of a minotaur. I wonder what that could possibly mean. Well, there's only one way to find out. There's also a hidden save point right there, or a hidden area right there, which I believe you do have to go that way no matter what. Which, that does make sense. It makes perfect sense. Honestly, you should definitely go this way. Thankfully, they did make it very obvious that you do have to go that way, too. Okay, come on. There we go. Okay. There's also a health chest and a magic chest here, so if you need health or magic, they're here for you. That looks kind of suspicious. I think I'm hitting like some sort of invisible wall. Okay, I'm not going to worry about it right now. I'm probably going to be going back around that way anyway. Then again... now I'm really curious. Come on, get back on the ladder. Thank you. Okay. Maybe I do come back later. Guess we'll find out soon enough as we make our way into this frickin' room. The Challenge of Hades. Wow. It's definitely a challenge, alright. What kind of challenge is it exactly? Probably one stained with blood. And lots of it, because we're literally that close to the entrance of the underworld. I mean, there's freaking lava everywhere, for Pete's sake. I mean, if it isn't hell, it's probably Bowser's castle. Just saying. Alright, what's in here? Unable to go any further. It's too dark to see. Okay. Okay, then. Pretty sure that's... Okay. I wasn't sure if I could swim down here or not. I thought that was like, poison or something. But hey, it was worth a look anyway. As far as what this thing is... This is a statue of, some kind. I just kind of wonder, can I destroy it? It looks as though this is a statue of Hades. And, of course, it's not the one that's beloved by the likes of James Woods, if you know what I mean. Just saying. Alright. Hades challenges you to make blood sacrifices on his altars before you can pass. Do you accept? Yes, I accept. Oh dear. Looks like we have some new enemies here, and they do not look friendly in the slightest. So then, the aim of this challenge is to essentially get enemies to group up within this circle here.
Drive your blades, Kratos.
And then afterwards, be sure to kill them. If you don't kill them within this circle here, then they will continue to respawn, and that would be bad. So if you want to make this easy, just unleash Poseidon's rage on this, and you'll be good. Okay. The challenge isn't over yet. We have another circle that we need to deliver more sacrifices to. And wow, I'm kind of surprised that counted for 3 of them. And there we go. All done. And once the challenge is complete, any enemies that are left over, they will instantly die, and you'll get all the orbs from them. So that's pretty nice. Now I'm kind of wanting to see if I can find any magic boxes here, but it doesn't look like that's going to be the case. Alright, we have enough red orbs for another upgrade, so let's upgrade Zeus's Fury even more. Now I believe this will be the final upgrade for this ability. I could be wrong. So with this, we have stronger base attacks, strongest base attack, and strongest charge attack. And yep, that was the final level that the Zeus's Fury needed. So that is sweet. Alright, well I'm glad to see that we upgraded Zeus's Fury to its maximum potential. Alright, what do we got in here? Probably more death traps and crap. We'll see. Now I want to get up here. There might be a way up there via different means. Oh, this makes sense. Okay then. I'm kind of concerned that we haven't found any phoenix feathers in a while. Oh, speak of the devil and he shall appear. There's another one. Only 3 left, folks. 3 more to go, and then we're done with them. Forever. At least when it comes to this bit file and everything. Oh, hi. Great. Okay, so unlike Super Mario, these lava pits are literal death traps. So you have to time your jumps just right. Damn it. Timing your jumps against these platforms here can be a bit of a tricky feat. Ow. Okay, that wasn't too bad. Oh crap, I did not realize you were there. Alrighty then. Great, now we have to fight several really tough enemies in very confined spaces. Oh crap. Yeah, if you ever get frozen in a statue, you will only have a little bit of time before you can recover. There we go. Okay. That wasn't too bad. Alright. Now here we have a bit of a deadly maze. There are several dead ends, but thankfully you don't have to worry about any sort of time limits or time constraints whatsoever. You can take your time and take as long as you need to go through the maze in its entirety. Besides, it's worth exploring the whole maze anyway. This way you can get the most experience possible. There we go. Let's see what we got over here. Oh great, more minotaurs and crap. Wow. Man, I love Zeus's Fury at max level. Wrong way. Crap. Damn it! Thank God, that was too close. Oh man, that's sweet. I love doing that. Again, if you see a circle button to initiate some sort of quick time event action, it's definitely well worth it to do so. As you can get some serious red orbs from doing those events successfully. Just saying. Okay, how'd that not parry? also kind of annoying with this maze place is that because of the way the camera is positioned, it can be really, really difficult to see where you're going. So that's really lame. Random fountain. Again, nothing really that big to write home about. It's just another dead end. Like I said, there are a lot of dead ends in this maze, which is to be expected because it's a maze. Duh. But hey, it just means that you get additional experience along the way, too. So that's nice. That door looks really suspicious. As does this one. A lot of these doors look really suspicious. Heck, are they even doors? That's kind of a mystery within itself. Okay. Here we have yet another death trap gauntlet-like room. Hades requires you to kill everyone in the maze before you may leave. Okay, that makes sense. Okay, so you do have to go through the maze in its entirety and kill everyone in it. As if you don't do that, then unfortunately you're stuck in here. Basically forever. So doing any sort of pacifist run in God of War is just not allowed. I'm kind of surprised I managed to escape that. I think I see what this is all about. Some of these rooms are very deceiving. And there still appears to be some enemies left lurking around. As far as where they are, I'm not too sure at this very moment. But we'll find them, and we will slaughter them all soon enough. One thing you can do to help get through a maze such as this is just go on the left-hand side and just follow the walls all the way around the maze until eventually you reach the exit. Or until you eventually find everyone and kill everyone. That's basically how mazes like this work. Although now I'm kind of wondering, what did I miss exactly? There still appears to be an enemy somewhere within this maze. I feel like I've been everywhere at this point. There may be more to this place than meets the eye. Okay, never mind. I guess I gave the game a little too much credit there. I could have sworn that I did end up killing everyone here, but perhaps not. I don't know. Okay. Maybe there's another room within this death trap here that I still need to go through yet. Let's check it out. Again, I've been basically everywhere, and yet, seems like the statue of Hades right here is still not satisfied. It looks as though there's supposedly 3 more enemies somewhere within this maze. As far as where they are, I really have no clue. I'm stumped. I may have to respawn at a previous checkpoint, as I feel as though I've soft-locked myself. So that's really lame. As I don't know where else I can look. I've been everywhere. I'll take another look around, because I swear I've been everywhere. Oh. Okay, this makes more sense now. I am a goofy goober. Wow. They really did not make that block obvious. I mean, it really stood out. I honestly didn't think you could push that, but it appears that you can. Better to figure it out now than never. Good night. Now I know what I'm doing, folks. Now I know exactly what I'm doing. There we go. And thus the blood sacrifice ritual has finally been completed. That is awesome. Glad to see that's done and over with. Nice and quickly. Yes and no one ever. Okay. Okay, this is just another shortcut and another way back over here. So, that's pretty nice. Alright. Let's move onward to the next big thing. Here we go. Thus, the statue of Hades has been raised. As far as what this will entail, statue of Lord Hades, ruler of the underworld. I think he's supposed to be breathing fire or something. far as how to get him to breathe fire, I can't quite remember how. Maybe it has something to do with some sort of mechanism down here. Yeah, that would make sense. Thankfully, when raising the Hades statue... Okay, it's not fire, it's more like a beam of light. That doesn't really make a whole lot of sense considering how Hades normally operates. Just saying. It's kind of weird if you ask me. Okay, looks like the underground or underwater section of this statue area has been completely sealed off. Wonder if that could be ominous or something. Okay. And with that, the next part of this temple is now officially lit. Quite literally. It is now open. As we have probably the longest corridor to run through as of yet. What's more is that it's filled with lots of burning boulders of death. So, we're going to have a lot of fun playing Boulder Dash. It's going to be a fun ride, let me tell you. Thankfully, I think after you reach the statue button, which you have to press, once you press that down, then this save point appears. I could be wrong, but whatever. Okay, this is going to be a fun little game of dodge the rolling boulders as we're making our way through this whole frickin' hallway here. Thankfully, there are several doors of which you can take cover in. So if a boulder formation looks impossible to pass, you can raise one of these doors to take cover. I just wonder if there's any sort of rewards hidden behind these doors here. Whenever you do open up one of these doors here, it's wise to take cover and roll immediately after opening the door. And I think as you're going further and further into this place, it becomes more and more difficult to dodge these boulders as they come rolling at you. Okay, that was definitely worth it. Damn it! How was I supposed to see that boulder coming? I'll tell you, you don't. God damn it, all because I slipped off. Again, I want to know what's behind this door. Okay, I believe that's actually the path forward. Now I want to see what's behind the other doors. Although I think at this point it is literally impossible to open them. That was dumb. Okay, yeah. Ow! Damn it. Well, that stunk. Okay, so believe it or not, that marked a checkpoint after entering in here. Okay, I'm pretty sure at this point, this is where you're supposed to go. I think there's a way that we can stop the boulders permanently, and it involves getting through the rest of this room here. Okay, why is it that these guys are not dying due to my Poseidon's rage? Are they not affected by it? No, they most certainly are. It's just, I guess the hit detection on the ability is being really finicky. Well, this is definitely an annoyance. In this room, we have to deal with not only supercharged up Minotaurs, but also archers. Honestly, it's a better idea to deal with the archers first, and then go after the Minotaur. That way they aren't interrupting your fight, or anything like that. There is a chest here that you can use to refill your health or magic. Come on. Alright. Let's finish this now. Good night. Phew. Well, that was certainly a pain in the ass. Anyway, there are a couple of different paths that we can take here. Though I think the one that was blocked off initially is the path that you really need to go. But I want to see what's over here first. Oh, come on, really? Oh, okay, I see. You don't want to go this way. Not yet, as this path leads you to where those archers are located. And you need to take them out before you can cross the rope safely. Because if you attempt to cross the rope, you will more than likely get shot and you will die instantly. So that's definitely something worth bringing up. You live and you learn. Not trying to make a pun here, but I'm just kind of stating the obvious. Alright, there is one thing I kind of want to talk about, and I meant to talk about this earlier, but last night I had this really strange dream. I was speedrunning Banjo-Kazooie, and I made it to the final boss battle with Gruntilda the Witch, and after I finished the fight and I ended up winning, the time I got is oddly very specific, and I remember it clearly. It was a 2:18:16. I don't even know how I got that kind of a time in my head, and how is it that it stuck out so well. But perhaps it's a sign of things to come. I really don't know. Your guess is as good as mine. It was just a really strange dream overall. How did I remember a time as specific as that? I really don't know, but hey, it is something worth mentioning nonetheless. These guys here aren't really that difficult to deal with at all. All you really have to do is just unleash your power and just go to town. But after you clear out the small fry, the big guys are going to come into play. And let me tell you, it's not going to be fun. So if you happen to have any, the Rage of the Gods meter filled up, unleash it until the frickin' cows come home. There we go. Good night. I'm kind of surprised I managed to open that. He must be unleashing his inner stormtrooper. So, yeah, stormtroopers are notorious for missing their targets, even if that target is sitting still. Just saying. This one guy definitely is giving me a lot of trouble. Alright, let's finish this. Phew. Well, that was kind of a pain, but thankfully that wasn't the worst thing ever. The worst is yet to come, trust me. This looks kind of, like familiar territory. Yeah, I believe it is very familiar. What do we got in here? More red orbs. Okay, I'll take it. Granted, it's not, very much, but hey, anything's better than nothing at this point. That's for certain. Another save point. And this is here for a reason, because now we're back in the main room again. But this time we're in a higher level. And unlike some of the other places that we've been to up to this point, if we fall, we die instantly. So that's something worth mentioning right then and there. There's also a couple of safety nets here and there, but they're not really nets, they're more like safety platforms. Oh crap. God damn it. And again, if you fall, you die instantly. It's funny how Kratos can fall from great heights, but something like this, he instantly dies. And also get used to hearing that scream. You're going to be hearing it a lot. One thing you could do to try to save yourself and prevent unnecessary death is jump over these saw blades. If you manage to do so, you'll oh, hello, what do we have over here? Excellent. Another Phoenix Feather. 2 more to go. And then we are done with magic. With magic upgrades, that is. By the way, I don't know if any sections like this mark any checkpoints whatsoever. So that's something to keep in mind. And by the way, even if there's a platform that's not that far below you, try not to fall, otherwise you will still die, and that would hurt a lot. The best to ensure your survival and try to jump over these things, stop dead in your tracks and then double jump. Trust me, you will thank me later. Another beam of death. Okay, this one we gotta time our jumps just right, and there we go. Kind of surprised that we managed to make it as easily as we did. Alright. If you feel uneasy when it comes to sections like this, you can honestly just walk and you'll be fine. There's no shame in taking your time, unless you're a speedrunner, of course, in which case you gotta move as fast as you can. And try not to die so much. But I'm just saying. Just another means to an end, I suppose. As far as where to go now. I think down there on the lower right-hand corner was where I came in. So I definitely want to go somewhere else. And this would be it. Okay. Well, that was a fun little side activity filled with a lot of platform perils. What's this? Turning that crank will open up the big Minotaur door. And it looks as though something quite nasty is right behind it. Okay. This is definitely a good spot to refill on your magic power as well as health if you need it. They also gave you a means to go back if you need to. So, that's nice. Speaking of going back, I think now's a good time to try to head back to that boulder room. At least for me. As I didn't go through the room in its entirety, I only gotten up to around the halfway marker before Oh, okay, I guess I can't go that way now. Well, crap. Perhaps the reason as to why is because I can go this way instead. Maybe I can drop down and not die, but we'll see. Okay, it's worth checking out anyway, just in case. Okay then, that answers that question. I'm going to guess I have to go all the way back around again. I am not 100% sure on this, but it's worth a look anyway. As, if I have to guess, the boulder room, you can make it across. And if you manage to do so, it'll make things so much easier for you. Damn it! Well, crap. I don't think I can go back now. As there's that one rope that, I can't climb. And I have a feeling that, because I chose not to go through the entire room, unfortunately, I have to go back to my previous save, or more or less my backup save, if I want to try that room again. Oh dear. Then again, maybe I can still do something else over here. I have no idea. But at this point, I'm pretty sure I'm screwed. Yeah, especially after doing that. Okay. I'm gonna turn on my fan. I'm starting to sweat my butt off. I'm pretty damn sure there's a phoenix feather at the very end of that corridor, that boulder hall. And again, I don't think there's any way I can I don't think there's any way I can go back there now, since the entire place is blocked off. I could look up a guide real quick to see if there really is a phoenix feather back there. Are you kidding me? Again? God, this is lame. All because I saved at the most inopportune moment. I think turning that crank to open up the Minotaur door just made it so this cage drops down and I can't go back again. Okay. Maybe there's another platform I can jump on, like somewhere down below. Oh, so close. No, I do not want to play on easy mode. Oh wow, I even got a trophy for dying so many times. So, after dying so many times, regardless of the circumstance, the game will give you an option to lower the game's difficulty down to a lower setting. If you select yes, it'll lower the game's difficulty, and thankfully, like it said, it only affects the combat. But I think it also does affect trophies as well. So if you're trying to play through the game on a higher difficulty, well then. God damn it. If you're trying to play through the entire game on a higher difficulty, then yeah, that's going to be pretty bothersome. It is kind of funny how there's a trophy for dying so many times in like one section. Okay, let's try again. I think I can make it over to this bar. I think I did manage to do so before. Like, I touched it and then I fell immediately. See? I did it again. What's also kind of annoying is if you get that prompt to lower the difficulty again, it's pretty easy to end up switching difficulties by accident. And if that were to happen, you would just have to reload your save from that point if you want to return to the previous difficulty. So that is kind of lame. I know there's a way to get over here. I just gotta make it to that bar. If I can do it, if I can land on it, then I'll be able to go back. It's just really damn difficult to nail, especially considering the camera angle is so bad. as I don't see any other way of getting back to that boulder room other than reloading my entire save and redoing like about an hour and 20 minutes worth of progress. Which, that would be a pain in the ass. Again, I wish I could just land on top of the statue of Hades' head and still be fine. But no, that activates the death plane. This is going to take quite a while, unfortunately, especially considering what I have to do. There is a way to get some extra distance. That's what I've been trying to execute all this time. If you push the R1 button, you'll do this dive attack. You'll do this dive attack if you manage to pull it off in the air. But keep in mind, it does do a very sharp dive downwards, but also forwards too. Gives you some forwards momentum. But again, your aim has to be true. I didn't just lower the difficulty, did I? No, I don't think I did. Because I think, if anything, I can always just reload the game just to be sure. And yeah, I think I'm going to do just that. I don't know if the default selection is yes or no when it comes to that. I feel like the default is no, but I really do not know. Because again, it's really easy to just button mash until you return to where you originally spawned. Okay. We're gonna have to keep going with this, as I don't see any other way I can go back. If I can just make it to that bar and then jump on it, I should be able to get through this no problem. Just again, the jump is incredibly precise. It's just unfortunately going to take quite a while before we can even get up there. Again, I just have a feeling that a Phoenix Feather is indeed in the end of that boulder corridor of death. I just have that feeling in my gut. Again, if anything else, I can always look it up. God damn it. Okay, yeah, I think I'm gonna go ahead and look this up real quick. So, excuse me for just a few moments here. Alrighty, I'm back. And yeah, it's as I thought. There is a Phoenix Feather down there. Just gotta figure out how the hell I can get back to where I need to go. Just... I really have a feeling that I'm going to have to redo the entire game just to grab that one Phoenix Feather that I missed. Just because of one goddamn mistake. I'm going to keep trying my damnedest to go back as much as I possibly can. Maybe I can just find another way. I really wish I could just go back through the main entrance, but no, that's not how it works at all. Instead, I have to go back in the glitchiest way possible. Perhaps I can kind of do like some sort of twirl or something. I have no idea. Maybe I could do some sort of twirl and just get some extra distance that way. I feel as though I need to do some sort of speedrunning tactic in order to get back over here. Again, I'm just losing too much height. I'm not getting enough distance. Oh my god. I can't believe this. I really am an idiot. I have to essentially lose all the progress that I've made up to this point just to get another shot at the damn boulders. Just because of a stupid mistake. Just because of that. Alright. Okay, the default selection is no. At least I think it was no. I hope I'm still on normal difficulty. God damn it, man. Why does this have to be such a pain in the ass? Just because of one fucking mistake! One mistake! And I have to lose over an hour's worth of progress just to try again. Granted, I could just wait until a challenge mode playthrough. But again, just for one Phoenix Feather? Just for one? It's like I can get all the other ones, just not that one because of one simple mistake. I know I can make it. I've touched it before, a couple of times. It's just, for whatever reason, I can't make it on there completely. It's like as soon as I touch it, I fall immediately. Again, I really wish there was no goddamn death plane there. Why can't I just drop? Why can't I just drop on top of Hades' head and then just be done with it? But no, of course not. This game just loves being a fucking pain in the ass. Yep, I'm basically stuck. There's no going back at this point. Yeah, there is no going back. Again, I'm going to keep trying just for a little bit longer. Probably for like the next 10 minutes. And again, if I can't get back over here, I can't make the jump no matter what I goddamn do. Okay, that time I just got bitch slapped. Again, I'm gonna keep trying no matter what. I'm gonna keep trying. I know I can make it. I know I can make it. Alright. Like I said, I can always wait till the New Game Plus and then go and grab it. Because at least in challenge mode, I can replay through the entire game again. Albeit that it is kind of a pain in the ass to have to go through the entire game so freaking fast. Well, then again, I have ran Banjo-Kazooie many times before, and God of War is roughly the same sort of length as that, if not even shorter. Or just slightly longer, I really don't know. Again, I'm going to keep trying at this no matter what happens. Again, I know I can make it. I've touched the beam. Twice, at least. And I think that time I just went straight through it. Okay. keep going. And even if there's another Phoenix Feather I missed along the way, I could probably pick that up too. But again, I would have to make a short little video or something just to show that I got the son of a bitch. Well, that was dumb. I hit the wrong button. This is so annoying. All because I saved progress at the worst moment. I had one chance to go back to a previous save before turning this crank. And I chose not to take it because I thought that I could just simply go back through the same door I came through. Just to enter this first area. But no, apparently you're not allowed to do that, stupid crap. Again, I know I can make it. I just touched it that time and I walked off. I think the reason why I feel as though I'm making it and falling off immediately is because I'm holding forward. Then again, maybe I'm not touching it and I'm going straight through as that no longer has any sort of collision. I honestly don't know. If anyone has any ideas, please let me know. Perhaps there's another platform I can land on, like over towards the left. I don't know, maybe that still activates the death plane. Oh god, this is so freaking stupid! One mistake cost me the 100% run. One mistake. Okay. Yeah, that is a platform on the left-hand side, but again, for whatever reason, that still insta-kills you. How is it that that still insta-kills you, even though you're clearly fallen from not that high up? You landed on something, and yet it still kills you, as if it was a pair of spikes. Again, this is complete utter bullshit just because of a stupid fucking mistake. Okay. Again, I have to go and redo like an hour and 37 minutes worth of progress just to get that goddamn Phoenix Feather. And I don't want to do that. Again, I really wish I could just bust down the goddamn gate or just go back through it. Why is it so goddamn difficult? It looks like I can just crawl right through this little opening here, but no! No, apparently that's just permanently blocked off now. Again, why do they give you the ability to go backwards with this ladder, and yet you can't? You can't really go that much further back than to turn the crank. I don't get it. Okay. How did I die? Perhaps there's a way I can just lower myself down nice and slowly. Because it looks like I was doing just that, but upon touching the wall, I died. Then again, maybe it's just not possible to do that. I honestly do not know. I'm literally just scratching my head at this point. Okay, I was just clipping out of bounds there. I don't know how, but I was. And of course, it resulted in my death. Okay. Again, this is getting really damn annoying. I may just have to say fuck it and move on. And again, I apologize for swearing so much, but I'm just that mad at myself just because of a simple mistake I made. Just because of one mistake, that's what costed me everything. The 100% run is officially dead. Now it's basically become any percent, which is absolutely ridiculous. Just because of one goddamn feather. I could go off screen and just, I really don't know, man. I really don't want to play through the entire game all over again just for the one fucking feather. Just for one feather! It's like I got all the rest except that one. I feel so goddamn stupid. I just wish I knew about this feather. I should have known that it was there. But I had to be dumb. I had to be dumb and forget about it. And it's like, let's just move on. Maybe I can come back later. Maybe I can stop the boulders with a different path. But no, I just went too far. I went too goddamn far. Now I can't go backwards. Again, why can't I just grab the rope and climb back up? Because it's at a slant. Because the rope is at such a steep slant, I can't go any further forward. Okay, again with the bull crap. Yeah, I've been at this for like 20 minutes. Just because of one mistake. Again, I can always just redo everything. And do it all again. Reload my backup save and then just go through this whole goddamn gauntlet again. Did the game just crash? Yep, it crashed. It crashed the entire PS3. Fuck you, game. I'll tell you what, I seriously have the worst luck when it comes to video games like this. And it's not like the game was damaged in any way, shape, or form whatsoever. It's just, okay. It just did a couple of beeps. That's not a good sign. I think the reason why it did that was because I didn't properly shut it down or something. I have no idea. Okay, there we go. Got the feedback. Not trying to make any sort of puns here, but I'm just stating the obvious. Alright. It's going to take a little bit of time and a couple of screen transitions to reload my save again, just because it crashed my whole system. Okay, come on. Let's, get back into this, please. Nice and quickly. I would love to do that right now. Kind of ridiculous to have to wait so gosh diddly dang long just because the game had to crash my whole goddamn PS3. I guess if you die too many times at that, one part, you, there's a high chance that the game will crash. Again, I'm gonna have to figure something out here. If there's no way I can glitch my way back into the Chamber of Hades without throwing myself into death over and over again, then I may not have a choice in the matter. I'm probably gonna have to redo the entire game in a New Game Plus setting in order to even have another chance at the feather, which is absolutely dumb. Yeah, I think I'm gonna have to do that. I don't have much of a choice in the matter, as I have been trying for so long now. Okay. Yeah, I think I just cannot make that jump, no matter what I do. And there's no way I can just twirl my way around and just fall down. I can't do that, otherwise that activates the death plane. And I don't think there's any way I can, like, go out of bounds either and just clip myself back in. And then just redo that whole section. Unless there is, like, some sort of crazy speedrunning strat of this game that I'm completely unaware of. I mean, don't get me wrong, God of War is, not exactly, foolproof. Or anything like that. Yeah, I think I'm gonna have to move on, as this is getting absolutely ridiculous. Just because of one mistake. One mistake that costed me the 100% category. Not that I'm actually speedrunning this goddamn game. But even so, it's absolutely dumb that I made a mistake such as this. At least the good news is that the New Game Plus will, it'll allow me to, essentially be able to upgrade every single ability I have to their maximum power. Probably. Yeah. I've literally tried everything. I've tried absolutely everything. Everything I could possibly think of to try to go back and undo the progress that I've made, besides reloading my backup save and doing all this crap again. I may have to wait till New Game Plus. I don't have a choice. I'm gonna try once more and maybe figure something out here. Wow, I was falling really far to the right there. Maybe that's a sign for something, as it looked like I was going out of bounds. And as a result, that game killed me. Maybe I'm on to something. I really don't know. I think during editing, or the editing phase, I'm probably just going to have to cut all this out. At least for the YouTube version of this. Oh, God damn it. Okay. Yeah. This is clearly not working. Nothing I can do to go back now, so I really have no choice but to move on. It really sucks that we can't get 100% in this playthrough, but like I said, since the game is relatively short, I should be able to get the Phoenix Feather or just make a recording of any Phoenix Feathers I missed. Heck, I can even record my New Game Plus playthrough in its entirety, and then just, if there's anything of major value I need to add, then it will be added in like, post-editing or something. But as of right now, not so much. If anything else, I could always just show the video of me getting the items I missed over the course of the previous playthrough, if we manage to finish this game today, but we'll see. For right now, let's head out. It's not like I have a choice. Alright, let's move on and fight the Minotaur. This thing does not look friendly at all as it keeps banging the freaking door. Oh man. He does not look friendly in the slightest. How are you, buddy? Oh, he's pissed. And welcome everyone to the only boss fight in the entire game, or at least one of two boss fights anyway. There's the Minotaur as well as the final boss. So what we have to do here is essentially pull this crank when the Minotaur is close. Basically what we have to do is get him we have to damage the Minotaur to a point where we can actually stun him. After he gets stunned, we have to pull this crank here. Okay. Thankfully, these logs have unlimited ammunition. You just have to keep in mind that here. That was painful. You do have to be on the center platform, like, way back here. I think after enough of the steam starts pouring out of this Minotaur here, that'll be when you can start getting to work on this thing. You just have to be prepared to jump quite often, as the platform on which you have to face him on, it has a lot of lava, too, which can splash up. And it does hurt quite a lot. So the best sort of strategy for this is just to go nuts on him. And whenever he goes to try to attack you, just do a double jump and you'll be fine. Over the course of the fight, he will drop some magic orbs. So if you used any sort of magic attacks to deal damage, you can get some magic back, along with a little bit of health too. Okay, so after a little while, what's this? Okay, it looks like I got a Facebook message. And at this point, I can't really answer that right now because, obviously, I'm streaming here. So, after you damage the boss enough times, you'll have to race over to where it is to get a the circle prompt. If you're not fast enough, then unfortunately you can't proceed onward to the next part of the fight. Okay. Maybe at that point, that's when I'm supposed to shoot the log. I really do not remember this fight too well. So please forgive me if I'm, like, slow grandpa when it comes to this battle. that was clearly not the right move. Rotate the left stick to match on-screen prompts. 1 rotation per prompt. Okay. Oh, shit! Man! Oh, that is so lame. Especially after making all that progress, only to have it go to waste immediately. Man, why does this have to be such a pain? For being only one of 2 bosses in the entire game, this guy can be a pretty big pain in the butt, especially if you have no idea what you're doing. There we go, finally! After we do all that, the boss will be temporarily stunned and standing in place. You then need to race all the way back here so you can fire one of these fiery logs of death at him. Since if you try to do it any other time, he will dodge it without any sort of hesitation. And so at this point, I think the boss just repeats. It's just, it's going to be unleashing more attacks, and it's going to get harder to defeat him. Fighting him on ground level, like, when you're not on this platform is ill-advised. Heck, I don't even know if you can damage him when you're on the floor. I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure you have to be up here. Honestly, I think the best attacks you can deal against this Minotaur boss here is definitely the light attacks, as they come out nice and fast. They also hit relatively strong. Yeah, it really is the best kinds of attacks. Yep, another circle prompt. Oh, come on, man! That was bull crap! How is it that Kratos is so goddamn slow? I honestly really hate that about Kratos. He does not move very fast at all, almost to the point where it's almost impossible to make it to this boss unless you start moving immediately. Oh, come on! Again? You couldn't let that count? Really, game? God, that is so unfair. I don't remember this boss being this difficult. Oh, crap. You know what? Screw it. I'm going to try fighting him here on the ground. Okay. Again, not the best idea, but at least it works. go. Finally! Got some good hits on his ass. Now it's time to turn this thing into a freaking anime meat grinder. There's another one down. Only one more, I think. I could be wrong. It might take more than 3 attacking rounds to fully defeat this thing. And as this Minotaur is losing more and more pieces of armor, its attacks are going to start coming at you more and more quickly. And I think at this point now, since its armor is so weak, we can now start destroying bits and pieces of it. And in turn, it should reveal its health bar. In which case, we'll just deal normal attacks until eventually we can start draining it. Wow, that was pretty sweet. Talk about cheese. Hello, Shawaria Mox. Glad that you can make it. Unfortunately, you did miss quite a bit of the stream. Like, to a point where I accidentally missed out on a collectible, in which case I'll never be able to grab it until my next playthrough. Which is really freaking dumb. Just got a little bit more left to go. God damn it. Well, that was annoying. Thankfully, this boss is just about dead. And I couldn't be any happier. Although I would be happier if I managed to get that damn Phoenix feather that I missed. Which, again, I can always just do a New Game Plus playthrough just to grab that one feather. Kind of annoying that I have to do that, but it is something I have to consider. Alright. This should end it. Boom, baby. There it goes. Take the bull by the horns. Just the way I like it. Whew. Well, that was quite a massive pain in the ass. But the battle is finally won, ladies and gentlemen. It's finally won. Okay. Now that that's over, we're ready to move on. Let's go ahead and head on out of here. I think this was like one of the last major challenges that you have left before we even reach Pandora's box. I don't know. Guess we'll be finding out momentarily. Okay. Okay. Whew. Alrighty. Let us move on now. What are these? Red orbs. Nice to have. Very nice indeed. And another green chest. My second son, my last, has followed his brother to the Elysian fields. In my heart, I know I must continue the work of the gods. But they take so much, and at last my soul begins to doubt. Theros Verdes III. Whatever that means. Regardless, we finally found the person's son's tomb, I think. Or the main architect. Yeah, it's the architect's son's head. Okay then, never mind. Well, that answers that question. Like I said, unfortunately, I did miss out on the Phoenix Feather, but I will get it on a New Game Plus playthrough. It's just going to be a short video, just showcasing it. And I may actually shut it off next stream. But right now, we need to get going. Ooh. I think with this, we finally pleased Lord Hades. So, he's ready to give us his power.
Lord Hades.
Your progress is impressive, Kratos. But your skills will not carry you to your ultimate goal. I offer you the souls of Hades itself. The souls of the dead, who stand ready to fight by your side. Take this weapon, Kratos. Take this power, and use it to defeat your enemies.
So with that, we've acquired the Army of Hades. The last power of the entire game. Just push up to select that ability and push L2 to activate. In fact, we'll even be able to use it right now, just for funsies. So what this will do is, a bunch of ghosts will appear just out of gosh diddly dang nowhere and annihilate everyone on screen. Honestly, this is my second favorite ability in the entire game because of its powerful nature. It is such a powerful ability to unleash. But, just like with Poseidon's Rage, it does cost a lot of magic power to use. So be sure to use it wisely. Although I feel as though you really should try to use the ability as often as possible, especially in mob fights.
The gods, Kratos. Go forth in the name of Olympus.
Okay. Sounds simple enough. And yeah, at this point forward, this area is no longer accessible. So, like I said, we have to move on. We don't have a choice. It really sucks that that's the case. But it is what it is. I made a dumb mistake, and unfortunately I can't correct it. Just because I went too far. But the ability does have its own power-ups of sorts. It requires 4,500 red orbs to upgrade it to level 2, which I do plan on doing that. We don't have enough red orbs to do so as of yet, but we should be able to get enough of them within a short time period here. Only way to find out for sure is just to keep going and see what we can find, what we can do, and just have a jolly old time. Okay. Now with this, all we have to do now is just line up the holes between the second ring and also this ring right here. This way it points towards that one room with the crystal in it. After we rotate the room to that point, then everything should line up perfectly. And then I think afterwards that'll summon Pandora's box. We've been through one hell of a journey just to get to that point. And it it's not really that surprising that it's taken us this long just to be able to even have the opportunity to do that. But hey, better late than never, I always say. Okay. Alright, so this too has to be rotated. Thankfully, this doesn't rotate as much as any of the other rings that we've had to turn up to this point. Now that all three are all lined up in a pretty big pink bow, time to pull this crystal switch. And of course, we have friends. Fantastic. I think these guys you can just walk right past if you want, but honestly, it's not worth it to do something like that. As if you try to do so, then you'll miss out on some really nice red orbs, and you definitely don't want to do that. Not at all. Alright. Shine your light. Sorry about that noise. That was just a bottle. Okay. Well, that was a fun little show. Now that the light has been shined upon the very center of the room, we can now finally move on. And also that the crystal switch can no longer be activated again. Even if you wanted to do that, why would you? There's really no need to do so. Also, I've just noticed this now, but apparently there's some sort of rendering trick that is employed with the HD re-release of the game. Depending on how close you are to the room in the tunnel renders at a lower resolution, like back down to PS2 quality, but as you get closer, it returns to HD quality. And I think it also becomes a 2D static image, which is pretty interesting and kind of a nice technical detail to save frames and just save on resources. So
Your progress is impressive, Kratos. But be warned. Once you ascend to the upper levels of the temple, you will not be able to return without Pandora's box.
okay. Now I kind of wonder if I can still go back down towards where the Challenge of Hades room was located. Because I have a feeling that I can go back there now, but I really don't think I can. It's something. I may try it. I may try to see if I can go back that way, because as the game is informing you, once you ascend, you won't be able to leave here without Pandora's box. So, that is something worth mentioning. Now then, I believe you can still swim down towards the Chamber of Hades within this place. You just have to do a little more swimming. Alright, let's see if this is opened up. And it has not. Well, damn it. Honestly, I thought I could go back that way again, but hey, I tried. Now that I think about it, I could probably reload faster. Reload and get back to where I was faster than it is to swim back this way. Then again, I think maybe this is actually faster. Yes, it is. Okay. Alright. Well, unfortunately, we can't go back any further. As much as I hate to admit it, let's move on and grab Pandora's box.
As Kratos rose through the massive temple constructed to guard Pandora's box, he realized it was a monument not only to the gods of Olympus, but to the madness of the mortal who had designed it. He'd conquered the lower floors of Pandora's temple, but what lay in wait above would test even the greatest war.
Alright, here we are. Well, would you look at that? We're at the very top of the Pandora Temple. Oh, great. We have more? Oh, great. Now we have one of the most annoying enemies that you'll ever face in the entire game. These, Sphinx-like enemies. They are mean, they are scary, and they're very, very nimble. So, what really sucks about these guys is that, they're very, very difficult to deal with. They also have a very big tendency to counterattack often. So really the best thing for you to do here is to either unleash the army of Hades or cheese it by trying to throw these guys into the sky and then slam them across the ground over and over again. And these guys will not even give you the chance to do that either. And it's not just one. Most of the time you'll be fighting at least two of these guys. Honestly, out of all the enemies in the entire game, these guys here have to be the most annoying. They're fast, they attack like a frickin' truck, plus they're very difficult to kill. Honestly, trying to single them out and defeat them one by one really is the best way of taking these guys out. Though if more than one comes at you and try to, if more than one comes at you, they will really wreck things up hard. So again, recommendation is cheese strats as much as possible. Trust me, you will thank me later. It is a slower process of dealing with them, but it's better than not being able to do so at all. Ow. also have a ton of HP too. So whew, that was too close. Yeah, it kind of does. And yeah, the power of cheese is strong. Hello there, Harpy. What an ugly Harpy lady.
Kratos had been in service to the gods long enough to know the Harpy had been sent as a warning, a reminder from his former master of the decision that had cost Kratos everything. Had it been that long since he'd almost met his end at the hands of the barbarians? That long since he'd traded everything to save himself?
Ares!
The sky split apart, and the god of war stepped through. Descending from Olympus, he saw the makings of a god in a mere mortal. Ares would save Kratos. He would turn him into the perfect warrior, his servant on Earth. Only a simple pledge of loyalty was required.
My life is yours, Ares. From this day, I shall carry forth your will.
And his fate was sealed. As promised, Ares rescued his new disciple, bringing forth the power of a god, destroying those who would slaughter Kratos and his men. As for Kratos, no mere sword and shield would befit the newest servant of the god of war. The blades of chaos, forged in the foulest depths of Hades. Once attached, the chains remained so, chained and seared to the flesh, a part of the bearer's body, a permanent reminder of Kratos' pledge. In return, ultimate power. The rage of Ares exploded from within. But soon, he would learn the true cost of such power. A cost too high even for Kratos to pay.
Wretched beast! I know who it is you serve!
Return to your master. Tell the god of war I am his no longer. Tell him he is not safe while I walk the earth. I will find Pandora's box, and I will use it to see him tremble and fall before me.
Whew, man, talk about a lore drop, am I right? Well, that was definitely a fun little, Yeah, actually, I do know him. Not personally, of course. I mean, like, I do know of him. And yes, I am aware that he and Hag are doing a 168 N64 game marathon of sorts, like 6 hours between him and Hag. They're going to be playing a bunch of N64 games. As far as how many they're actually playing, I'm not 100% certain. I think they said they're playing all of them in the NTSC library, but I could be wrong in that regard. But anywho, yeah, I am aware of their N64 Madness stream. I think it's actually happening right now as far as I'm aware. More powerful souls. Sweet. Okay, so after upgrading that to level 2, its third and I believe final upgrade will be its most powerful form and even more powerful souls. This too requires 10,000 orbs to upgrade to maximum, which is quite a lot of red orbs, let me tell you. But it will be worth it. Trust me. The cliffs of madness lie before you. In my grieving, I fear I may have designed a maze with no true way out. If I am right, if I am right, may the cruel, uncaring gods show you the way. Pathos Verdis III, once loyal subject of the gods. Wow. It looks like this guy completely lost his mind. And he basically renounced his fate. Can you really blame the guy? Alright, let's head on up to the Cliffs of Madness. And of course we have more friends to greet us along the way. Perfect. This is when things really start to get good. And I truly mean this too, because we're literally that much closer to the end of the game. And I think we're almost there too. Okay, I'm kind of surprised the targeting system even prioritized the archer. Okay, I kind of want to target you. Why can't I hit him? There we go. That's better. Okay. At this point in the game, this is when things really start to get difficult. A lot more enemies are going to be swarming at you all at once, and it's not only just more enemy mobs, but also more difficult enemies as well. Yes. I do plan on streaming Banjo-Tooie at some point in the near future, just not right now. And if I do end up streaming that game, I'm going to be doing the N64 version because of one minigame in particular that basically requires you to have a turbo controller. And if you played the game and tried to 100% it, you know which one it is. But for the rest of us, that'll be another tale for another time. God damn, dude. Go away. These guys sure love playing their yo-yo games, that's for sure. Okay, did that guy just block the throw of his friend? Because it most certainly looked like it did. Bye. Phew. That was pretty painful. At least the game is generous enough to give us plenty of save points along the way, especially throughout the course of the entire adventure. I definitely like that. Okay. I don't think the Cliffs of Madness is really that big of a dungeon. Then again, I could be wrong, as I have been wrong before, like many, many times before. Just saying. I think that upward spinning attack that I did is a ability that you can get once you upgrade the Blades of Chaos to level 4. I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure that's what it does. There you go. Goodbye. Yeah. I'm looking forward to seeing his replay of Mario Party 3. It's definitely going to be a fun time, and again, happy anniversary to him. Can't believe it's already been 12 years since his YouTube channel was established. Kind of funny if you think about it. Time just goes by way too fast. Okay. Well, that was kind of an annoyance and a half. Oh, great. Of course we have more. And it's time for more cheese. Goodbye. I threw that enemy off the face of the earth. That's funny. Unfortunately, since I threw the enemy off of the map, it did mean that I didn't get any red orbs from him. Same with these guys here. That's kind of unfortunate. Okay, I think with this, I gotta put this like here. There we go. Okay, that wasn't too difficult. Really? More archers? I think what that minigame was trying to signify that you can, if you're fast enough with your circle presses. Damn it! If you're fast enough, you can actually steal the staff from that guy and just kill him instantly, I think. I honestly don't remember what he was doing at the... Yeah, back in 2009? I can't even remember when I first subscribed to Slim Kirby. I think it was around 2009 as well. Because I made my YouTube channel in like 2008. Wow, I'm just juggling that guy. That was awesome. But yeah, that's just how powerful the Army of the Damned truly is. This is a statue of Hera, or Hera. It appears as if she once wore a necklace. It's a statue of Aphrodite. Again, same thing. She looks as though she once wore a necklace. Hi, How y'all doing? How many orbs do I have? Okay. Only like a little over 3,000. Like 3,700. Honestly, I was thinking I had more than that, but I guess not. Duh. Now it makes more sense why this is even here. More red chests. Okay. Well, that was definitely well worth the extra orbs, that's for sure. Okay. To be honest, I'm kind of surprised that that was even here. Then again, okay, never mind. I thought there was more to that area than meets the eye, but I guess not. Oh, hello. These guys are also incredibly annoying to deal with in high places, as they also have a big tendency to not only grab you, but if they manage to do that, they're more than likely going to throw you off the edge. There we go. Nice stab in the frickin' throat. Okay, so... what? I thought I just managed to save myself there, but no. The game is literally that frickin' cruel. Of course I have to go all the way back now. That is absolutely lame. Honestly, I can't believe I have to go as far back as I have to now. That is so frickin' stupid! Man, that is so lame. I think at this point now, checkpoints are going to be a lot more scarce. Down, son. Again, how is it that these guys are not dead yet? I also wonder why is it that I don't have any iframes when counterattacking?
Let the rage of the gods drive your blades, Kratos.
Well, that was definitely a massive pain in the ass, that's for sure. Oh man, this sucks. Oh well. It was my fault for dying in the first place, especially in inopportune moments such as that. But hey, at least, okay. I think, that email and text message I just received was a confirmation that my, order has been delivered. Yep. It has indeed been delivered, so that's sweet. I'll have to go and get the mail after this. By the way, what... You may be wondering, what is it that I ordered exactly? Well, I decided to take the plunge and order the Tribute 64 controller. I got the N64 variant, as I wanted to see if that will have better sensitivity than that of the Brawler 64, or at least more even sensitivity, if you know what I mean. Maybe this time I'll try going back a little bit further and see if I can re-trigger the checkpoint so that way I don't have to redo all this stupid crap again if I end up falling and dying. There, that should re-trigger the checkpoint and re-mark it. Honestly, that was... Man. Definitely worth it. Please, just die! They're gonna throw me off, I just know it. Really? Why do I not have iframes when trying to grab someone? God, taking these guys on in groups is just absolute hell. And usually they come in groups of 2, which is just that much more annoying. Okay, let me try this. See if I can lure him over here. Come on, drop down. Okay, this is another way of cheesing it. I guess since their AI is not the best out there, they don't exactly have the smartest AI, so as a result, I can actually take advantage of this and just attack from lower ground. It may sound disadvantageous to do this, but it does make things safer as a result, as I'm less likely to be thrown off the edge. Plus, they just refuse to come down. They just stay in their one spot. Even if they jump over towards you, they stay right in their designated area. It's almost as if they're bound by invisible walls or something, and yet you can take advantage of that super easily. I don't know why that is. Okay, let's keep on going. Really sucks that I have no magic power here. was like, wait, how's that guy not taking damage? No, he was. Okay, what? Really? How did he not receive damage from that? Come on, block when I hold the damn block button. Are you done yet? Come on! I refuse to die again! I'm so gonna die, and I'm gonna go way, way back. I can already tell. Phew! That was way too close. Oh man, that was... Oh, come on! We got another one? Oh wow, there's one of the necklaces. Unfortunately, this necklace is guarded from, it's guarded by these assholes here. I think it's just this one here, but even so. I really hate the fact that these guys take so much freaking hits. So many hits just to kill them. Plus, they can be a massive pain in the ass to take out, too. Come on! Thank you! Goddamn! Well, that was most certainly painful. Okay. Now that he's gone, we can finally start this frickin' puzzle. So basically, in order to solve this puzzle, we need to move all these stones until every single piece fits into place. And by the way, I believe you have to push every single one of these. Thankfully, there is an area where you can rotate each of these pieces, so if there's a piece that needs to go into place, you can use this area right here and this bolt crank to rotate those pieces. Okay. Once we fill in this wall, then we'll be able to get this necklace here and be on our merry way. Just again, it's gonna be a little bit of a pain to figure out this puzzle. Although it really shouldn't be that bad. I'm not too sure if the one piece I moved was put in the right spot or not. There's also a book over here, which I believe that tells you what it is that you have to do, or at least gives you a basic idea. Like my soul has been shattered, your path forward is fragmented. Build my soul and open the path. Ferals Verdes III. if you feel like that you're doing this puzzle incorrectly, you can always choose to rotate more pieces to see if those pieces fit or not. Honestly, the only pieces that you really need to rotate are just these, really. The ones that have the weird formations on them. So this one, for example, I need to rotate this more to the left, if anything. By the way, I believe the smaller the piece is, the lighter it is to push around. So that's something worth mentioning. Actually, I think this is supposed to go towards the right-hand side, while that L block is supposed to go to the left. Once you have these puzzles memorized, it can be pretty easy to figure them out in like future playthroughs afterwards. But during your initial run, they do take a little bit of time to figure out, though it's really not that bad. It really isn't. It just takes a little bit of brain power, and also a lot of slow movements. That's really about it. Also, for whatever reason, sometimes the collision detection on the blocks acts a little bit funky when trying to rotate these onto this turntable here. But any other time, they do have proper collision. I don't know why that is. It's a bit of a weird anomaly. Also, I'm not too sure, but I feel as though some blocks here are red herrings and aren't used. I could be wrong, but I think that's how it's supposed to work. This one will go over here. Afterwards, we just got one more block to put into place and then we're done. And here it is. Again, thankfully we don't have to rotate too many of these blocks here, as they're all literally just straight. There's a couple of them which aren't straight. Basically, this puzzle comes down to is, if you play Tetris, you should be able to solve this without too much of an issue. There we go. And yoink! Necklace is mine. The necklace up here is now ours. Okay. Looking at the time now, I am getting close to the 3-hour mark. So I think at the next, or second to last save point. Alright, I'm going to keep going for a little tiny bit longer. For sure. I think one thing I could do is, off screen, I can just go back to where I need to go with the Chamber of Hades and just redo that whole section again on the backup save file. Obviously not the main save file, which is the one I'm saving with here. Okay. Not enough red orbs yet. Almost there. Almost done. Hello. How's everyone doing? Ooh. Well, damn. That hurt. I was kind of surprised that I wasn't able to get back onto the wall at all in any way, even though I was clearly pushing against the wall. There's also this safety net kind of area right here, so if you feel as though you need to stop for a second, feel free to jump over here and just slash at everyone here. After you clear everyone out, then you can continue on your way. Oh crap. Die, please. Go away. Thank you. By the way, this really isn't much of a maze of sorts. It's more like a bit of a climbing endurance round. Honestly, I was thinking there was something like right at the very bottom of that cliff side, but maybe that's not till over here. Okay, I guess not. There is something on the right over there, which I'm definitely going to be picking up in just a few moments here. Trust me. There we go. Phew. Well, that took quite a while. Oh, hi. How you doing? Please fall. Thank you. I really wish there was a way I could climb down a little bit faster off of these things. But no. Sadly, I can't do that. Almost got enough to get the next upgrade for Medusa's Gaze, which I believe that's going to be the last 1/4 set ability. How many of these guys are there? That's a question worth pondering about. A ledge over here. I want magic. I really do. There we go. That was nice. Still not enough yet? I thought for sure that would have been enough. But I guess not. But these should most definitely be enough here. Ooh, another Phoenix Feather. And yeah, like I said, I think this is supposed to technically be the final one that you get in the entire game. So, yeah, like I said, I'm going to have to go back. And I think what I'm going to end up doing is just do most of the adventuring off screen. That way I can just record a short video of me finding the Phoenix Feather that I missed and how I got to it. Afterwards, it'll just be shown in the beginning of the next session. At least the next session of this game. That way we can finally move on. Okay. There is one kind of annoying quirk about this game, at least when it comes to HD re-release of the game, and that is whenever there's any sort of cinematics like this whatsoever, instead of using like HD restored movies of any kind, they instead use the lower quality FMV sequences from the original PlayStation 2 release. Also, screw you, game. Okay. I think I can just skip the cutscene here. Can I? Yes, I can. Alrighty. Oh! Okay, I'm kind of surprised that the game let me live there. Usually doing something like that results in instant death. Alrighty. Like I said, in the next session we should be back to where we need to be. Okay. Alrighty folks, we're right back where we were previously. And the fun is only just beginning. We have one more necklace to pick up before we can move on. But as far as where we're supposed to go to next, there is a cylinder block which supposedly fell around here somewhere. Now I can't remember where it dropped. Was it around here? No? Alrighty then. Well, this is concerning. I don't know where to go. Maybe it's something as simple as going back the way I came earlier. Why do I have this pain in my frickin' leg? I don't get it. Alright, I think I'm gonna go ahead and call it a session here. And the reason as to why is because I'm over the 3-hour mark and I got some backtracking to do. This is General Snivy with the God of War playthrough. Thank you all so much for watching, and if you were able to attend the live stream live, thank you for attending. Next time, more of the Cliffs of Madness, and maybe the end of the game. I know I said I would do that in this session, but I honestly didn't think it was this much longer. But, lesson learned. Don't underestimate the length of God of War in any way. Again, thank you all so much for watching. Hope you all enjoyed, and I will see you all next time.